Night settles across the desert. The wind moves softly over ancient stone, carrying the hush of ages. At the edge of the Great Pyramid Plateau, shadows lengthen, and amid those silent colossi sits a vessel unlike any other. A ship not built for waves of the river, but for the drift of eternity. In tonight's hour, we will embark on its voyage. The story of the Ship of the Sun, entwined with kings, myths, wood and stone, and a journey beyond time. As the sun tips gently beyond the western horizon, the plateau at Giza exhales a sigh of cooling stone. There, the monumental pyramid rises, silent sentinel of centuries. A king once dreamed here, his name echoing through the ages. Khufu. In his reign, he commissioned this tomb in stone, a structure of such scale that all who saw it felt the tremor of ambition and eternity. But the pyramid is only part of the story. At its base, near the massive blocks and desert sands, lies another enigma. A grand wooden boat, hidden from sight, awaiting its destiny. In the twilight hush you might imagine the hum of craftsmen long gone, the chisels and mallets softened by the dusk, as the vessel took shape in cedar and rope. Here, under the same sky the king once gazed upon, the desert wind brings the faint murmur of a journey about to begin. The pyramid stones stand mute. The boat lies buried. Yet between them, in that quiet space, time is neither past nor future. It is waiting. Imagine now a workshop beside the Nile, where wood beams imported from distant Lebanon arrive by river, heavy with scent of cedar. Craftsmen stand shoulder to shoulder, hewing the long planks, shaping them with adzes, binding them with ropes of halfa grass. No nails pierce the timbers. The seams lock like puzzle pieces. The construction is almost choreography. One knot here, one mortise there, until the hull grows, silent but alive. The vessel expands. 40-odd meters of cedar planking, narrow waist, gently curving ends inspired by the lotus and papyrus motifs of the land. Every board fits, every lash tightens, until the hull becomes a single breathing thing. As day closes, a few torchlights flicker, casting shadows across wood grains, and you might sense that this boat was not merely built, but born. What is its purpose? Is it to glide upon the sacred Nile in life, or to carry one beyond the horizon after death? In the quiet of that time, perhaps both intentions lived side by side. The king's craftsmen labored, not just for tens of years, but for the timeless. And when the final plank settled, the boat waited for its moment. The day of interment arrives. The boat, now complete, is carefully dismantled, each plank labeled, each beam stacked, tucked away into a carved stone pit beside the pyramid. The slabs of limestone slide into place above it. The wind continues to whisper across the plateau, but beneath those covers all is still. For thousands of years no hand shall disturb it. Generations pass. The pyramid stands. The sands shift. The stars parade each night. And yet the boat remains motionless, locked in stone and silence. Its wood, protected from sun and storm, retains its integrity. It rests, not in water, but in the bedrock of eternity. How long does a vessel wait? How long does the promise of departure linger in absence of movement? The boat's slumber invites us to imagine that stillness can itself be a voyage, that waiting is as much a journey as sailing. Night after night, the desert sky rolls overhead. The boat lies beneath. The stones remember. The cedar listens. The wind carves ever fainter grooves into the rock. 1,000 sunsets and dawns pass. The memory of its construction murmurs in the grain of the timber. Once, the craftsmen's voices faded. The kingship changed. The world beyond the Nile evolved. Yet this vessel remained tucked away, untouched, a secret in the sand. There is comfort in its stillness, like the hush before sleep, the suspension between wakefulness and dream. The boat does not sail, but it breathes the epochs. And when you listen closely, you might hear the faint echo of rope being tied, of planks meshing into hull, of wood creaking softly as if alive with anticipation. Even in its immobility, it carries meaning. Centuries later, in the mid-20th century, the pit is opened. The stones move aside. The wood emerges, 1,200 pieces or more are carefully extracted. Under bright lights, with human hands, the vessel returns from the depths of silence into the world of sight. The reassembly is slow, deliberate, respectful. Eventually, the ship stands whole again, a testament to craft and patience. It becomes a museum's centerpiece, drawing those who wish to touch the distant past. Later still, it moves again, carried with engineering and care to a new gallery where modern glass and climate control cradle its cedar form. In this display, it is no longer buried, but still at rest. Visitors walk around it, drawn into its shape. And when Friday night comes and lights dim, one might walk slowly past the hull, feel the quiet vibrations of wood that once waited so long, and sense that history is not just a record, it is a presence. Beyond its timber and ropes lies its meaning. For the sun rises and sets. The ancient Egyptians watched it, revered it, framed their lives by it. The boat becomes more than wood. It becomes the mode of transit for the sun god, for the king, for the idea of rebirth. Picture the horizon, that thin golden line where day becomes night, where the sun descends into its mysterious region. The boat carries the light, or carries the one who becomes light. The voyage is both outward and inward, beyond the dune, beyond the stone, beyond the body. And you, lying in your bed tonight, might imagine yourself floating in that vessel, gliding across a sea of starlight, leaving the everyday behind. The boat is still, yet the journey begins. Even now, as scholars examine the rib and plank structure, ask how it might have sailed, or if it ever did, questions remain. Why dismantle such a fine craft only to bury it? Was it ever launched? Was the voyage symbolic rather than physical? In the stillness of that pit, the mystery grows, and those mysteries feel comfortable, like soft darkness at the close of day. They let the mind drift, untethered from certainty. They give space for wonder. Maybe the boat's final destination is not across water, but across time. Maybe its journey is not measured in leagues, but in the turning of stars. And so it rests, awaiting not a launch, but a reckoning. Now, dear listener, allow yourself to rest. Imagine the desert's breath cooling the stone. Imagine the vessel's cedar bones beneath a parchment of moonlight. Picture yourself boarding it, settling into its quiet deck, and tasting the saltless air of eternity. Feel the motion, not of waves, but of stillness carrying you. Let your thoughts drift as the stars drift. The boat glides, though you do not feel the motion. Your mind floats between sleep and wake, between wakefulness and dream, between the world and the beyond. And in that liminal space you are free, free of obligation, free of time. On that wooden ship built for a king, you sail gently toward your own horizon of rest. When finally your breathing slows, when your eyelids become heavy, know this: the boat's journey has become yours. The voyage fades into sleep, the stars dim, the world softens. You drift, you rest, you wake tomorrow new. In the quiet hours of night, the wooden vessel beside the pyramid whispers to us. Life is a journey, death a departure, rest a transit. And in the darkness we find comfort, not in knowing everything, but in the calm of waiting, the hush of the voyage, and the beauty of the unknown. Thank you for listening. May your dreams be gentle, your rest deep, and the dawn kind.